24th of November, site visit on a Monday to see what progress has been made in the previous week. So it's Monday the 24th of November now. I noticed that you've got some more work that's been done in the front here and still being done.
What they're doing is with this wall on this side, the boundary is done.
Yeah.
It's all clean, everything is completed this end,
Yeah.
and we just agreed with the next door neighbour on this side
Yeah.
to move his fence back.
Right.
That work is commencing on Thursday.
Yeah.
We've got, you can see, I don't know if you, no, you can't see from here.
You can see from here.
Over the top, it's all clear and ready to go.
Yeah. Right. All clean and ready to go. And this wall has been built.
We're going to build this up now. You heard of the conversation I was having with him. Build this up, we'll have access from there. This will go on Thursday,
Yeah.
and the new fence will go next to it.
Right.
Then whatever we have to do as party wall agreement
Yeah.
for reinstating his garden, we will do that.
Right.
The same is happening on this side.
Right.
We had started to come up with DPC, but we took it down because we've now got gas.
Right.
We're making provisions for gas.
Right.
We've dug it up under here.
Yeah.
This wall is now being put back. The box where we were putting slightly moved. So now we've got these two boxes. We've got
Right.
another one now
Yeah.
for the gas underneath. It's the electric one on top.
Yeah.
So then we put it over there. A new hole is being made for that purpose. That's
Okay.
where the gas pipes are going to come in.
Right.
The gas entry point, the electric one was in the corner, so this has to be at least 2 foot away from it. So it will be 600 millimeters to this side. That's it. It's going to come under the soffit of this, just like the electric.
Right.
And that's it basically.
And this is all wood at the moment, yeah?
Yeah, this is temporary. This is a temporary structure that we built so that
Yeah.
it's a structural. We can use it, stand on it, and
Yeah.
work on it, etc.
Yeah.
And it caters to that issue of the water. It's all sealed, so there's no
Yeah.
water going on downstairs.
Yeah.
And we've diverted that pipe you saw previously.
Yeah.
What we had talked about, I think we talked about it in the last.
Yeah, we talked about it on
It's
Friday.
actually done.
Yeah.
The pipe is now connected. It goes out. That water now is gathering outside in
Right.
the light well, which is waterproof.
Okay.
The inside is waterproof,
Right.
so the water doesn't come inside.
Right.
So that we just throw that out, and then we pump it out from there until we get our connection done.
Okay. Okay.
There is
Any
no
news
update.
on
I know there's no further update on the
Connection.
connection. We're chasing on it. Cascadia dealing with it. Cascadia is a very well-established company that is dealing with it, and we're just trying to somehow get a connection done this side of Christmas if we can. It's
Right.
all about the road closure, but it's not looking too good at the moment as far as the road closure is concerned.
Right.
And that's the only thing. But we'll have, and we've got now a strategy that we can finish this off and the wall put the ball in. It's just that connection will be done afterwards. So it doesn't affect the everything. So we now redoing those bits that that affect the boiler.
Yeah.
So we had the rear light well, which is the stairwell, which is the riser effectively.
Yeah.
That's where the service is going up and down. They were left open for the solar cables to be put in. They were left
Yeah.
open for this gas thing now.
Yeah.
That's the only thing in that corner. But the staircase is the last thing that's going to be put in any case.
Right.
So where we are at now, we dealt with the drainage.
Yeah.
Where we're at with solar power, we've had the report, we've seen the report, we've had a reduction, we've got it adjusted to 2 kilowatts. That has been okayed by German. Now obviously you don't get these things, but I sent it to her. You sure you're okay? She sent back a report. She said that, oh look, you could save yourself possibly a couple of £1,000 by a combi boiler, using a high-rated combi boiler. That could also do the trick. But the problem with the combi boiler, which I then, because it's not down to me, I then went back to Witherspoon and told him to explain. So it's on the record why we're doing that. We're putting a cylinder and a condensing boiler in because that you've got it's a high-quality property. You don't want to suffer from hot and cold water coming, which is a problem. Combis do give you water, but they don't give you continuous flow without pressure fluctuations. They can't do it, and they don't give you high pressure. Combis work on a 1.5 bar pressure, whereas the direct cylinder system will work on 3 bar pressure. So you get that quality shower feeling. You don't get with a combi. So all the technically can work. So that is the reason for that. So anyway, we've had that report. We've gone back to them and said, look, first we've got them to do everything, give us a report, design everything, etc., etc. Now we go back to them and say, well, your quote is too much because I can get this cheaper. So we give them first bite at the cherry. But if I can get these solar panels for £3,500 as opposed to 4,700 is what their prices. Now what I'm doing at the moment is checking and making sure that it is like for like. What they're quoting is like for like with my £3,600 is a quote from one of the companies on the internet for a 2 kilowatt system. So we're going through that process. What's happening on site? As you can see, we know with those installations are taking place. This place here, because this room is being used for storage, etc., the next thing to do here is just to paint, and then we do we'll be on the final fix. The electrics are all done, everything, all the installations are.
But you haven't started the heating.
The heating is, that's what we're waiting for. We're waiting for, we know the heating system, we've identified it, we're waiting for delivery now. That's it. We went to, again, same company, we said to them, look, we can get, you'll give us £3,500, we can get it cheaper. Can you make yours cheaper? That was it. They've got until this afternoon. In the meantime, we have already placed our order with our other supplier who is cheaper. Okay? That's it. The only thing that we are bound to buy from this company is some of the fittings that we need to buy to make the whole system work together. We need to coordinate our solar panel system with the cylinder. The cylinder has to come from them because there are very few companies that actually do a feedback cylinder that can take power from solar panels to heat the element up. So it's got to be wired up for that. So it's a special cylinder. That we have to buy from them. Everything else we can virtually, the big items we can buy elsewhere. So we have asked them, look, revisit your prices, we'll buy from you. By today, we have to come back to them. That's where we're at. So we know we're running with what we've got. We've had to adjust, as a consequence, the floor height, finish height here by a few millimeters. 10-15 millimeters is making a difference from the type of system, but it's not, it hasn't affected anything. Our electric outlet, plate height, etc. are adequate for that minor fluctuation.
You have had to make it bigger.
Slightly thicker. We're just going for slightly thicker.
Right.
Okay. So the floor, instead of a 40 mil floor, it's actually going to be 50. I think it's 52 millimeters. So it's 12 millimeter increase in it. So that's it. Now, shall we go inside and have a look?
Yeah.
Thank you.
So you're not starting any of the heating work
This week.
this week?
Oh,
You're
yes,
starting it this week?
yes, absolutely. The bathrooms, because that's what we need to do now. We need to put the heating in so we can get everything in.
Yeah.
Everything is in place. Shower system is all piped up.
Yeah.
Toilet system is piped up. Everything is ready to go. Now we need to put the floor in and we need to do the tiling. Okay. So that's upstairs is exactly the same. These boxes, if I reduced them in the size, they were a little bit more protruding. So in order to get a better finish, they've been reduced in size.
So what about the windows are finished now?
That's all done. It's all done. I mean, they just need, when they finish the boarding will be put on there as well. So that will finish that off. This will all go with the tiling. Not this boarding, they'll put the hardy backing on. Upstairs, exactly the same. All the bathroom is fitted to the same level. Shower, everything's in place. They're doing the core cutting now here. They're going to do the core cutting over here.
What's the core cutting?
In the hole in the floor.
Yeah, okay.
So the tray can go. Trays are already here.
Yeah.
So once they put that in, they'll just fix that. Plug that in.
So they won't do anything until the heating is there, is it?
The heating doesn't affect that.
Doesn't affect that.
No, because it's already done. They've already checked the position where it is.
So the heating in the bathroom is what?
The heating is the same heating system both in the
Underfloor.
bathroom. Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it
Exactly
will be
same.
there.
Yes.
So,
This hall
yeah,
and the bathroom is one zone.
right,
This is another zone.
Right.
Because somebody may be occupying this room,
Yeah.
they may not be occupying it.
yeah,
Upstairs
yeah,
is all one zone because it's all for one bedroom. So if
Right.
there's the bedroom being used, the hall's being used, the dresser is being used, the bathroom is going to be used.
Right.
So that's all one room, one zone. Then we have one more. We have two zones downstairs.
right,
The inside zone and effectively what is the outside zone. So there's two. So there's 5 zones altogether.
okay.
You can see from here, right?
Yeah,
So they're doing the brickwork down there. They remember the brickwork's
Yeah.
been adjusted
Yeah.
to put the patio door in.
yeah,
The lip on the inside now is about 700,
right,
so that the fridge and etc. will finish. So it can
Okay.
be finished over there. So we changed that design from the window to a patio door.
yeah,
See, the water is outside, inside is bone dry. Well, not bone dry, but
Yeah.
you know, it's just dry. No ingress water, because that shows our the way that the tanking system has been set is working properly. That's that. All the tanking on the wall is fully finished, fully in place, etc. You can see
Yeah.
with all the if you look at if you see from
on
here.
that end is not.
No, not over there. Not over there. This section is.
And the pillars have been built?
No, pillars not being built yet. We're not going to build them out of. They're just going to be made out of timber. They're not. We set them on top. They'll be done at this stage now. When this is going in, so we build that in. Okay.
So when is the inspection for the tanking system coming through?
We haven't got a date on that. I mean, if it's a 28 to 48 hours notice, they just come around and have a look at that. But I've not booked it.
But you are not even preparing the stuff yet.
Where?
You said in the front you have to put some.
No, but we will do it now because, if you remember, what that was dependent on was the soffit. We have to do the ceiling first.
Yeah.
Remember that painted soffit, etc. Here the guy will come look. We need to finish this work off. This gas thing which is done.
Yeah.
I will call them now. Probably today I will call them and ask David Times to come and have a look at it, and then he will advise us how best to finish that soffit off, because it's not in the standard details. Because there's I've done the, as you know, we are, I've actually done their course for tanking, so we're qualified and licensed to do this. But in the course, everything doesn't get covered. Some exceptional situations come about, and so we cover vaults, etc. But this soffit can be done in 2 or 3 different ways. So I want him to come along and have a look and exactly how he's going to finish. So this is what we're waiting for. They're going to finish this today. I will call them today and say, well, look, because by the time he comes, it'll be done.
Yeah.
So I will book an appointment later on today. I'll text you and let you know when that appointment is, and he'll come in, have a look at the walls, and he can tell us exactly how to finish it off. I can inspect the sides at the same time, and then we can put the
So
floor.
downstairs there's not much change from last week really,
Well,
except that you've just done the rerouting of the water so that
No,
it's
the rerouting
more
water
dry.
doesn't take very long. That's
done.
That's done.
But nothing else you've done really, except for this.
So they're working on the door now.
Yeah.
All these I don't know what was done last week, but this is all finished. You see, those centers have been lined up.
This one was finished anyway.
I can't remember what was done. Okay, then there isn't anything that's been done in that section.
Except that these screws are probably in. I don't know.
That's what I'm talking about. Those are now set at 600 centers.
I see.
Okay, so all of them have been put 600 centers in height, 400 centers in the width.
Right.
Gas pipe needed to be done
Yeah.
there, so we know exactly from where to where what we have to allow, and he'll tell us how to finish off underneath. So that's what that stage is. And when the outside that is done, then we can start flying with that, because there isn't anything else that we have to wait for.
Okay, so upstairs you have not really also done anything much then compared to last week.
There is nothing more to do apart from the heating.
Yeah.
It was all done. There isn't
Yeah.
It's just heating.
and
Heating
then
is-
the plumbing, the
That's
bath
all done.
and things. Bath is done.
It's been done. You can't
No,
put the
it's been
floor.
channel.
You can't put the bath in
Yeah.
until we know where our pipes are running.
Yeah.
And so you have to put that in first. So when
Yeah.
we see that, we
so
see where the pipes
from
are
last
running.
week, nothing more has been done. really.
Upstairs.
Yeah. I don't think so.
No, it was no. There isn't anything.
Yeah, it was all done before.
Yeah, that's it. Exactly the same stage of where we are here
Okay,
now.
so let's look at the back
in the
now.
bathroom.
This is your bringing it to a level
No, garden wall. That's the garden wall. This is the neighbor's garden wall that we have to rebuild.
rebuild. So you're doing that garden wall now, yeah?
Don't step on. You can step on this bit. Don't step on that bit. That's
Yeah, all right.
level that. Another tea cut down here.
Sorry. Oops.
Careful, careful.
Careful.
You can't step. Don't step
Oh,
on that.
oh,
bit.
oh,
It's just-
Okay, 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 okay.
Yeah.
I
Take my
went,
hand.
And put, you don't give me the bag.
okay,
Or put the bag in your neck or something like
Okay.
that. You're gonna fall.
right.
Careful.
So you're now doing the final wall structure here.
Yeah, I know. tea cut, I know.
Yeah. And that's all been cleaned up, ready for the fence to be moved. And this fence will move up to 3 feet or something like that. The new back has been done. So upstairs they've just done small finishing
Yeah.
up of
Yeah, but there's no
dry
big
lining
wholesale things
together.
to do.
Yeah.
Everything is done.
Yeah.
So it's small wholesale. The only big wholesale thing that needs to be done up there is not even wholesale really. The door needs to be put on.
Yeah.
Which is, but the thing is, because the bathroom is so small, they're gonna do that, do the tiling to 3 walls, then they're gonna put that door in because that's a pocket door.
Okay. All right.
And
So
we wanted to get
I
that
think coming back to this week, you think that coming back
This week we will have our plumbing in and the underfloor heating.
all of that is being delivered this week
It'll be delivered. It'll probably be in by the weekend.
by the weekend?
Once it's here, they
all
can get
all
it
floors or just 2 floors?
2 floors.
2 floors.
Yeah, the downstairs is a different system.
Right.
Downstairs is a screeded system.
Right.
But we may be in a position to maybe even do that as well.
Right.
So I'm just going to, as I said, I'm going to call David Symes of Delta.
Yeah.
He will come down, tell me when he can come down, have a look at this, and then so that we can get a solution. But this is done today.
Yeah.
By tomorrow, this will be finished.
The wall will be finished.
No, the wall, yeah, probably the wall probably will be finished by tomorrow. But
Right.
it's not the wall; it's this pipe needs to be put in and fed in over here.
Right.
Like that one is already in. So
Right.
we need to put one over here as well.
Right. And then they're building the wall for the neighbor. That will go up to what size? Up to what height? Up to 6 feet?
They're the same height as the existing fence at the back.
okay.
No, 6 feet. It's about just under 5 foot, I think.
Under 5 foot.
Approximately.
Yeah.
It's the height of this wall here. It's a garden wall
Right.
here that is
Okay,
continues all the way down.
Right. And that's
we
going to
just
be
have to-
touching our wall.
That has to be touching
touching
our
our
wall. That's right. And so what we'll do is we'll build the wall in.
Yeah.
And then because these walls are all, as you can see, falling over.
Yeah.
We have to knock them down a little bit to then rebuild them so they're a bit straighter.
Okay.
Because if you build it like this,
Yeah.
our pillar is only 1.5 bricks, so the wall doesn't fit, it's too wide. So we have to knock it down and then straighten it up and then bring it to our pillar.
So we've got to knock this whole wall down.
No, only about a meter, 3/4 of a meter. And that space will give us access to the side.
Right. Okay.
So we'll keep that as an access to the side. This wall that they're building up, I've told them they can build the garden wall up, they can bring that wall right to the front and then leave openings so that we still have passage.
Right.
and then we'll fill in those gaps. So we're doing anything that we can, we are doing those things,
Okay.
and just leaving spaces where we need to fill in afterwards, etc., etc.
So if you finish this heating
Yep.
by this weekend, then next week you can put in the baths and all the other
Yes.
things and
We can do second fixes,
decorate
Yeah.
whatever, and hopefully within 2 weeks all of that for
Yeah, that'll
the
all be
ground
finished.
floor and first floor should be
Will
finished.
be finished. But we hope to do the basement in that time as well simultaneously. Once
Okay.
he's been to see this now that the gas, because look, we could have called him last week.
Yeah,
Then we had this a couple of weeks, as you know, we've had with this gas issue.
yeah,
So we have to now design. The building was not designed for gas.
yeah,
It's not just simple. Okay, we just stick a gas boiler. Where are you going to put the flue? Where are you going to run the flue?
yeah,
You know, this is an issue. So we've sort of figured that out.
yeah.
So this is, and it's being done now.
Right.
So today, as I said, I'll call Delta.
Yeah.
They'll send out, it'll be David Sands or somebody else come out and inspect and just check what do they think is the best solution. After all, it's their guarantee.
Yeah.
Yeah, we give a guarantee on their basis because they've got to check to make sure the work is happy. It's not a standard detail. We have to ask them, what do you do for this?
Okay. So hopefully by this week you will have that resolved and at least the tanking continued from where what is, and then inspection.
Now, let me just explain.
Yeah.
They are only little things,
Yeah.
but they have an impact. In the originally, we had a pipe going out.
Yeah.
The electric pipe was going out, but it's run right in the corner. So, because there's a wall, a build out of the wall, you've seen that you see those grommets that have been put in to hold the tanking.
Yeah.
In those grommets, you're going to mount the bracket which will hold the dry lining, and in between that tanking and the dry lining is the insulation to keep the place warm. Now, we intended to lose one pipe, the electric pipe, in that gap, so you won't see it.
Yeah.
Now, we designed it that way. We knew we was going to have electric.
Yeah.
Gas has added another problem for us. The problem with the gas is that that gas pipe has to be at least 2 foot away from the electric pipe at the point of entry. So now you have a diagonal pipe going across the soffit of that pathway that we have built.
Right.
And I can't lose that pipe now. Now, if you remember, I'm sure I mentioned it, that there is a coating that you can put on. So we were going to come up with the tanking in the corner and then put some special coating on that on the soffit of that pathway, and that would have sealed it. You put a few layers of that seals it all together. Now we've got a pipe in the middle, you can't put the coat, there'll be a drip on it. So if water comes down, it'll gather where that pipe is, and it'll gather in there and it'll drip down eventually. I can't do that. I can't move that in the corner because it's electric in the corner. Electric pipes, gas pipes have to be at least 2 foot apart.
Right.
Can't put them in the same trench. So, although it's just a minor thing, you can think, oh, what's the big deal? It is a big deal. You see, they're only minor. They look sound like a minor thing, but there's no straightforward solution. So he's going to come. He's going to tell us, give us a system. Maybe we have to make another false something underneath it or something. I'm not sure. We have to ask him because they're not, and I can't make it up as I go along because we have to guarantee it. And the guarantee is not going to be worth anything if it's not done according to...
So you're going to ask him for the solution?
Yes, that's it. I have to
This
agree
is the guy who's coming tomorrow.
He will come.
Yeah.
Yeah. They normally come within 24, 48 hours. They're always all over London anyway. So they'll fit something else.
Okay. All right. So thank you very much.
Being delayed, I don't think so.
Kitchen is already on order.
I believe the kitchen, from not now, from a long time before.
Okay.
It was finalized.
Yeah.
It was finalized. That's when we had the thing for
And-
building adjusting the door to a patio door rather than a door in the window.
Right. And
So they was ordered.
that's not being changed because of the boiler coming in or whatever.
No, it's got nothing to do with it.
Okay. All right.
Doesn't affect it at all. The boiler.
So it's
down this
on
side.
call. We can deliveries within a few days of.
I don't have a delivery date, but I'm sure that it'll be available whenever we need it.
Right.
I'm sure there's no.
Can you
issues.
confirm that to us? Because that's
Can
one
I
of
get
the
me some to
questions.
confirm that?
Yeah?
Yeah. But
That-
I don't deal with the kitchen.
Okay.
directly.
All right.
But I don't think there's any issue with the kitchen at all.
Okay. All right.
It was
Thanks.
done long time ago.
Okay. Thanks.